Welcome to the Daily Spiral.
Okay, let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You're just scrolling, minding your own business, and bam, you see a puppy or a kitten, some tiny creature that is just so unbelievably, painfully adorable that your brain just skips a beat. And your first thought, your most primal urge is to just squish it, like you clench your fists, you grit your teeth, and you just want to squeeze its little face.
But, and this is key, in a loving way, right? Like you have absolutely zero desire to actually hurt the little thing. So what is going on? Are we all just secretly unhinged? Let's figure it out.
This whole vibe, this weird, aggressive urge you get when you see something cute, yeah, it actually has a name. So let's solve this mystery.
It's called cute aggression, and it's basically the technical term for when your brain sees something so precious that it kind of short circuits and goes must crush, even while your heart is going must protect. It's a total paradox and honestly, a whole mood. And if you're thinking, oh, that's just a me thing, nope. It's so common that scientists at Yale University were like, hold on, what is that? And they designed an experiment to actually measure it using bubble wrap. I'm not kidding.
So here's what they did. It's kind of brilliant. They got a bunch of people, handed them bubble wrap, and then showed them different sets of pictures. Some people saw funny animals, some saw just, normal, neutral animals. But the third group, they got hit with the most ridiculously cute baby animal pictures imaginable. And things got poppy.
The people looking at the super cute animals, they popped a full 20% more bubbles than the group looking at the neutral animals. They were literally taking all that I want to squeeze it energy and just channeling it right into that bubble wrap.
So the researchers basically confirmed what we all kind of knew deep down. The more heart-stoppingly adorable something is, the more our bodies physically react with this weird aggressive impulse. So, yeah, it's real.
Okay, so we know it's a real thing, but why does it happen? Well, to understand that, we gotta look at what's happening inside your brain, which, when faced with peak cuteness, basically just has a total system meltdown. A glorious one, but still.
So, inside your brain, two different systems basically go nuts. You've got your reward system, which is the part that gets that hit of dopamine and just screams gimme. And right next to it, you've got your emotion system, which is a little more responsible, and it's saying, whoa, pay attention. This is a tiny, important thing that needs care. Now, normally, these systems are pretty balanced, but when your eyes land on something that is just off the charts, weapons-grade cute, it's not a signal anymore, it's a tsunami. Both the gimme and the this is important signals just fire off the charts, completely overwhelming your brain's circuits. Think of your brain like a computer that's trying to run a program that's way too intense. You showed a picture of a fluffy little kitten, and suddenly the dopamine processing goes to like 500%. The whole system overheats. Warning lights are flashing. Your brain literally cannot handle that much positive emotion at once. So, what does it do to stop from crashing? It launches an emergency program, aggression.exe. It's a quick, confusing jolt to cool the whole system down. And hey, speaking of a system refresh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, so this whole thing, this aggressive urge, it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's actually a super clever emergency brake that evolution installed in our brains. See, it all comes down to this thing called the Kinshin schema, or the baby schema. It's basically this set of features, the big eyes, the round head, the tiny nose, that acts like a cheat code for our brains. We see it, and our evolutionary programming just screams, protect it, protect the small thing. But here's the catch. Evolution needed that signal to be strong, right? To make sure we take care of our babies. But what happens if it's too strong? What if the cuteness is so intense that the must protect signal just completely breaks you? Will you become totally useless? Just a paralyzed puddle of ahs, completely frozen by how cute this thing is. And let's be honest, if you're so overwhelmed by your baby's cuteness that you can't actually function, you're not gonna be a very good caregiver. That diaper isn't gonna change itself. And that's why this happens. That sudden, bizarre urge to squeeze or bite something cute, it's the biological reset button. It's a little jolt of an opposite emotion that snaps you out of that cuteness paralysis. It brings you back down to earth so you can actually take care of the thing you love so much. So, see? You're not a monster. You're just a highly evolved being with a very dramatic, but effective, emotional regulation system. And this whole thing happens way more than you probably realize. I mean,
It is the exact same energy as crying when you're super happy, or laughing when you're incredibly nervous, or screaming your lungs out at a concert when you're just overcome with joy. Your brain gets so flooded with one feeling that it grabs the opposite one to try and find some balance. And this feeling is so universal that tons of other languages have a specific word for it. In the Philippines, they call it gigil. In Indonesia, it's gemes. And my personal favorite, in Thailand, they call it mung kiao, which translates to having itchy teeth because you see something so cute. Itchy teeth, I get it. So let's bring it all back home. After all this, are you a monster for wanting to, gently, lovingly, non-lethally squish an adorable puppy?
Absolutely not. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. It just means your brain is working perfectly. It's protecting you from an overdose of pure joy so that you can actually take care of the very thing that's making your heart explode. So go ahead, feel that weird urge. It just means you're a really good caregiver.